Well, hello, boys and girls. I'd like to say hello to my grandchildren, Israel, Judah, Gracelynn, Jeremiah, and Raelyn. Today is Grandparents' Day, and I am so happy to have 5 grandchildren, and I am so blessed. I am so blessed. And even though we're far apart, this morning they sent a video of them saying Happy Grandparents' Day, and now I'm doing a video to them to tell them how much I love them. And here are Mark and Sandy. And today is very special because yesterday, the 9th, was Jeremy, my son-in-law Jeremy's birthday. And that is Jeremiah and Raelyn's daddy. So happy birthday, Jeremy. Jeremiah, you reminded me. Thank you for telling me to not forget to say happy birthday to your dad. And guess what? I already said today is Grandparents' Day, and tomorrow is my birthday. See behind us what Papa did? He got some balloons, and I don't know if you can see that over there behind me. On the is a cake and some Long John donuts, cream-filled donuts. Got a card, got some flowers, and some pretty decorations on the wall. He just went all out. And this cardigan, he got me this. It was in that bag that's on the table, was in there. And behind Mark and Sandy is a big package of white chocolate Reese's. Wow. Spoiled. I'm spoiled. And right here, Mark and Sandy got donut holes. Yum, 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 yum. So happy birthday to me tomorrow. But today our story is about sacrifice, about giving our all to Jesus. And I have a story here about, I have a story somewhere around here about a widow's mite. A widow gave 2 little coins that both together came to about what we know as to be 1 penny. And in the Bible it tells a story about her and how when Jesus saw this woman give this little bit, he told those really rich people, he told them, he says, she has given all she could. She gave more than them, not in amount, but in her giving, in her heart, because she gave all she could. She gave it all. She gave everything she had. And so that's what my story is about. And I think I laid it way over there. Just 1 second. Let me grab it. Thought I had it right there. It's a story I got off of the internet when I was doing some research about the widow's mite. Now, there's a story in Luke chapter 21, and I'm not reading that. I'm reading another story that somebody was talking about. Well, let me go ahead and read the Luke 21. It says, and he looked up and saw the rich men casting their gifts into the treasury. That's like the offering basket. And he saw also a certain poor widow casting in thither 2 mites. And he said, of a truth I say unto you that this poor widow hath cast in more than they all. For all these have of their abundance cast into the offerings of God, but she of her penury hath cast in all the living that she had. So it isn't the size that matters. A small coin purse, the story I'm talking about today, is a small coin purse with 57 cents in it. Each Sunday in our worship service we take up an offering. Yeah, at church they take up an offering. Do you think Jesus is interested in how much money we put in the offering plate? Well, not really, because yes, it does take a lot of money for the churches to run, but he likes us to give from a cheerful heart. He likes us to give because we want to give to him, because we love him. And the Bible says that one day, now I'm probably tell the story again. It's written here. It says, one day Jesus went to the temple and sat down near the place where the offerings were placed. He sat and watched the people as they came by and put in their offerings. Many rich people dressed in their fine robes came by and put in a lot of money. Some like to hear it, how the sound made as it went inside of it, and made lots and lots of noise. They could tell some people was putting in lots of money because you could hear all this noise. But then this poor little lady came by. A widow means a woman whose husband had died, so she didn't have somebody to earn money for them. She didn't have money, and she didn't have somebody going out and working on a job and stuff, so all she had was just a little bit. And she put in her 2 small copper coins, like I was showing you. Just 2 little tiny things, and these aren't real pennies. And these are Ireland money. They're smaller than a regular penny. because I couldn't find I have a widow's mite somewhere. I couldn't find it. But they weren't even worth a whole penny. Jesus called his disciples and said, "This woman has given more than anyone. The others gave out of their wealth, but this woman gave all that she could." You see, Jesus is more interested in what's in the heart of the giver than what he is in the size of the gift. And now I'm talking about this coin purse that the story is about. Another story. The person that wrote this story that I'm telling you about says, "I have a small coin purse. Let's see how much money is in it. 57 cents. Well, that isn't much money, but this morning I want to tell you the story of a little girl named Hattie and how her gift of 57 cents helped to build a great church. 57 cents built a great church." Now I'm getting to the story. Mark and Sandy, I hope you're listening. One Sunday morning, the pastor of a church went outside to find a group of children who were unable to get to go to Sunday school because the building was too crowded. Can you imagine going to a church that had so many people that you couldn't get inside of it? That would be exciting, wouldn't it? One of those children was a 6-year-old named Hattie. When the pastor saw her, he lifted her up in his arms and put her on his shoulder and carried her into the church, where he found a place for her to sit in the Sunday school class. Found room for one more, didn't he? That next morning, as he walked to the church, the pastor saw Hattie again and stopped to talk to her. He told her that he hoped that someday the church would be able to build a building that was large enough so there'd be room for all the boys and girls who wanted to attend. 2 years later, little Hattie got sick and died, and the pastor was asked to preach the funeral service. After the service, Hattie's mother handed the pastor a small purse containing 57 cents. She told him that Hattie had been saving her pennies to help the church to build a new Sunday school building. The pastor took the 57 cents back to his church, and he told the people about the little girl who had been saving her pennies to help them build a Sunday school. You understand? See, when he told the testimony of what this little girl was doing, because from her heart, her desire was that they would have a big Sunday school class, and she'd been saving up. What, maybe if she found pennies on the sidewalk, or maybe some money was left in the laundry, or just maybe somebody gave her some money, and instead of her spending it, she just kept it up. She just saved it up. But the people were they were so inspired by the story about Hattie's gift for 57 cents that they gave faithfully. They gave of their money until the church was able to raise enough money to build a wonderful new building with plenty of room for all of the children who wanted to attend Sunday school. See, I'm sure that Jesus would say that Hattie gave more than anyone to build this great church because she gave all she had. All it starts is with that burden. All it starts with that passion, that wanting to give, that desire that I'm going to give my all. And Papa sang a song today, and Mark's going to come and sing it. Mark, did you know you was going to sing this? Uh-oh, you got chocolate donut on your shirt. Let's pick that off so it don't smear. If we was able to pick it off, if I would have brushed it off, it would have smeared. So there's a difference. Difference between picking like that, carefully, and brushing, because when you brush it, it would smear it, right? Hey! Grandstar always trying to teach us stuff. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can find the song that we're going to sing. Whoops, I've got so many videos on here. I saw it just a second ago. You're going to hear lots of clicking because I got to go through these different pictures till I get to it. Click, 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 click. Just think, that could be the sound of coins being put into an offering plate somewhere.